guys? Tony McGeekly Games, and today we're here to showcase you a Fenriloogamon undefeated deck profile list. This is one of my buddies. This isn't one of my own making, of course. He sent me this. This is kind of similar to what you see of Avolts and other people, content creators doing this as well. So there's going to be some similarities in here and some differences. The three cards are over. He wanted me to showcase as well because he's excited for BT15, which is going to be, next year, of course. We get the new level 3 rookie here as well that we'll add into the list. So the fast codes will go when this card comes around. And we get the new level 4 here as well, which also will take away one of our other level 4s, whether it be Fangmon up here or the Gatomons, whichever's. Or we could get rid of this entirely, whatever they're making. And then lastly, for the people who can't afford Death X, Omnizort can be something here too. If, somehow you still have a bunch of memory for all the memory game you get up here. When Digivolving, trash 3 cards to your deck, and you may play 2 black or purple Digimon with play cost 8 or less without its cost. So any of our more rushes, like our rush Gatomons here, if they got deleted, you can play them back out literally and just swing game that way. But before we talk the rest of this deck profile, and I love how the all the limited cards now have this now. That's actually pretty new. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you've done so already. If you enjoy these videos, you watch them all. I do love everyone's inputs. What could be added to the decks, whatever. I love hearing it, despite that sometimes I can mess up the videos like Mastemon, all that fun jazz, whatever. But I like hearing everyone's input. Cards that I can't really think of off the top of my head. Say in the comments. Get some sparks running with the comments. And without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about this video. So we got the Bowmons right here. A mandatory must of 4 of egg. When this Digimon, when you trash a card in your hand with Dark Animal or Sons of Chaos trait, that Digimon can Digivolve into that card. That's what the deck wants to do. This is the egg going forward. Unless we get a better egg of Bowmon that does something similar, or like when attacking, blah, 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 blah. This is the egg you're going to do. Any other level, purple level 4s you add in, not level 4s, any level 2 eggs you add in here, like a 5th egg, whatever, you're going to mess up your whole ratio because you throw like Demi-Marimon in here and that's your first egg. Ouch. Because also, plus, we're only running 11 rookies right here. One of them is the main card you want to actually Digivolve in the back and just chill back there while you're doing substacks in the front to trash. So what we want to do is when we're ready to push out, start in main phase by placing the Tamer card, e.g. Nakasumi, from your hand or trash, you gain a memory. So we don't even have to play the Tamers out of our hands, right? Unless, it's to pass like 3 memory, of course. But trash them, who cares? As soon as you raise this Digimon out, it's going to get slapped right underneath it. And then also it has an inheritable, and same as his level 4 counterpart, when you play a Digimon with Dark Animal, Sons of Chaos, gain 1 memory. Very, very nice. And then our next best rookie we got right here is actually Dracmon from BT9. On play, reveal top 3 cards of your deck. And now this is eroded. It says right here, trash 1 card with Undead or Dark Animal, pick 1, then bottom 1. It's completely reversed. You're going to be able to pick 1, trash 1, then bottom 1. Because when this first came out, there wasn't a lot of Undead Dark Animal stuff, so the deck had a couple other things as well. And you can hit 3 cards, one of them being the Dark Animal, and by reading this, you have to trash it, which kind of sucks, and you're just left with nothing to bottom deck the rest. So they did switch it up, so just keep that in mind. You're going to look at the top 3, pick one of the cards that's able to be picked, and if for some reason there's no other Dark Animals that you pick out of this, like you hit Death X and Chimeramon or the other 2 cards, they just get bottom decked, that's all. And then it has it when attacking, just kind of like our Bowmons right here. When attacking, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon with Undead or Dark Animal from your trash for its evolution cost. So when we get to the end of the video, we'll talk about some of the combos, one of it being this and the Bowmon, of course, which is really, really nice. Fast codes, blocker. This is when you get your level 6 if you're in a dire pinch and you need some walls to put up. This is your go-to Digimon. That's basically, and he can't attack players. He can attack other Digimon, but why would you want to do that? So, yeah, he just sits there as a blocker. And then we have the new BT13 fast codes right here. Basically, it's Demi-Mara on a stick as a level 3. Has the same undeletion effect, draw 1, trash 1. And what my buddy didn't use all the time, he used it probably once the whole day. But it may happen with you. End your opponent's turn, draw 1, trash 1. It can happen, but don't rely on it. That's it for the rookies. Not much you want to play with that. Once we get to BT15, we get this Lugamon, of course. Lugamon, of course. It's going to replace probably this blocker, of course. We got some Fangmons here. It's actually a pretty good Level 4 to play in the deck. It's a play cost 4, so it's not that bad. It could be like a sub rookie if you really want to just hard play this out. But it has the on play when attacking effect. Return one purple card with a dark animal trait, and then from your trash your hand, then trash one card. So a lot of things you can do with here once you get your Soul Lugarmon stack going out. Use this when Digivolve to put this out, get the on play effect. If you don't have the Fenriloogamon in your hand, but it's in your trash, like it has security, you can play the Fangmon out from this Digimon, get this guy, then immediately trash it, and then you can Digivolve with it. Very, very nice. So your opponent may think like they took all your outs, but you're always loaded. Then we got Lugarmons right here. Has when attacking by trashing one card in your hand, you go ahead and draw a card. If you got the Tamer and its sources, also gain a memory, which we will have it if we go into this. And also has the same heritable as the level 3. When you play out a card with Dark Animal Stone's Chaos, go ahead and gain a memory. So that gains a lot of memory, and your opponent may think like, oh, I'll just play Gazimon or any memory blockers, whatever, to stop your shenanigans. Yeah, good luck with that, because we have a lot of cards here that have removal, like Lugarmon and Fenriloogamon, of course, here that literally could just deal with all that. Ganamon's here, no explanation. It has Rush. Basically, when you go into your level 6 right here, you spit out 3 bodies. These are the 3 bodies you want to see in trash. Anytime you see this card, just trash it. It's gone. Don't Digivolve it. Don't play it for 5. Just immediately trash it. Yeah, it gets its max value when you go with this card. Basically has Rush, Retaliation. Cool if we actually have to Digivolve on top of this with some. It is what it is. But 2 level 4s with this will meet the Chimeramon. If you have it in hand, we draw into it. That would be the time we play this card. Then we got our main body, not to say a main level 5. So Lugar is our main level 5, but this one is a removal level 5. So Lugarmon has an end of turn effect, delete this Digimon, draw 2 cards. Has to be. As soon as you pass turn with this, Digimon pops. Then you may return one Lugamon in name from trash to hand. So you do this, you get your level 3 back, level 4 back, level 5 back. It's been in the trash, like you've been looking for your level 3 this whole time, it's in your security. Same thing for your important level 4 or level 5 to go into. This card's going to pick it up. Then, on deletion, you may trash up to 3 cards in your hand with Dark Animal or Sons of Chaos. For every card trash, you're going to delete a level 4, 5, or 6. But if you don't trash anything, you just delete a level 3. So if you want to keep everything in your hand, you're loaded, you're waiting for next turn to come around, you just delete a level 3. That's it. But if you got cards to spare, discard 3, delete a level 6. Like, insane, right? And then we got the main level 5 here, Soul Lugarmon. Has been Digivolving. You may play 1 level 3 or lower Digimon card with Dark Animal Sons of Chaos straight from your trash without paying the cost. If you got Tamer in your sources, you get to play it at level 4. Very, very nice. Really on plays, if you want to get Black Gatomon out there early, it's fine, but your prime target is going to be this Fangmon right here. So go ahead and get your piece. If you don't have it in hand, you're going to get this, trash it. So then, you can just go ahead and Digivolve it with your egg right here on your level 5. Also, if you don't do that and you put out a blocker because you really need it going into your next turn, with the level 6, when attacking by trashing 1 card in your hand, gain 1 memory. So this is when you have your level 6 in hand. You're going to use that effect, trash your level 6, and go ahead and go into your level 6. Then, when you play a card with Dark Animal or Sons of Chaos, you may unsuspend this Digimon. So when you're tapping with this, you're going to go into this, do the Wind Digivolve effect, play some dudes out, and then you're going to trigger this guy's inheritable to unsuspend it. And then you can go haywire with the when attacking and all that fun stuff. But our next level 5 and only to round out the 8 here is Chimeramon. Its purpose here basically serves take any 2 level 4s, smash them together, win the game. That's all he's here for. If we can't win the game, we have this in our hand like they have. We have to just do 1 extra check. Boom, this is the card to do it. It is not a must. We need to find this card to win the game. It is just another option of winning the game. Our main option to win the game is this guy right here. Like we talked about before, when Digivolving, you may play 1 level 4 or lower Digimon with Dark Animal or Sons of Chaos trait without the cost. If you got the Tamer in hand, add 2 of the number of cards with this effect, which is basically once we have 3 Gatomons in here, you can play all your Gatomons out and do a bunch of checks. When attacking, once per turn by deleting 1 of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon, unsuspend this Digimon. For each Digimon you have, add to the maximum level. So what you're gonna do when you're swinging with this, if you got 6 Digimon in the field, they got a level 7, boom, it's gone. I mean, it's overkill. You just need like just X Digimon to do it. So, but you're always gonna be deleting some kind of level, and that's what it's gonna do. And then you get to restand. Also, with a Tamer on the field, under its sources, whatever, we're gonna trigger Alliance, so we're gonna be doing mega checks with this. So also keep that in mind. And that's we'll get that unsuspend. We'll swing 2 more times. Then we'll swing other Gatomons for game. Game breaking thing that everyone talks about this card, which is kind of hypothetically game breaking, is that your turn doesn't end unless your opponent has 3 or more memory. So if they have memory tamers and they're at 2, they don't get set to 3 because with this effect on the field, it literally prevents their tamer from getting that in memory. So just keep that in mind. Lastly, for Digimon, we have Death X's. So we want to be drawing these. We have to trash them if we're not into an opponent that's gonna go wide all the time or play a lot of tamers. You can go ahead and trash these. At that point, the card is dead in your hand. You can Digivolve for 6 if you want to. If you feel like you want to just stall the game out because you want to be the villain, you can Digivolve this for 6 and de-Digivolve everybody and then delete all the level 4 or lower Digimon. You can do that. But with a go wide like this deck we're talking about right here, Imperialdramon, and maybe sometimes even Mastemon, they can get a little nutty and just spit out like little dudes, of course. But D-Reaper could be even a thing out there still. Who the heck knows? But if they're throwing a lot of dudes out, even tamers like Blue Hybrid, Red Hybrid, this card shines. So it's reduced cost 3 for every Digimon and tamer your opponent has in the field. Go ahead and de-Digivolve everything, blow everything out of the water. And end your opponent's turn, delete all your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. So if they have one big dude out there and they want to keep it around, they have to throw something on the field to get rid of it. So they keep their main stack. So this is a win more card, but only necessary for the mirror matches and the Imperialdramons because it can get a little rough when they're swinging a bunch of little dinosaurs at you, of course. That's it for Digimon. Onto the tamers and options right here. We got the Nakusumi tamer, our main tamer boy right here. Security, play without his cost. Go figure. Every tamer's got one of those. It's already main phase. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain a memory. More often than not, they're going to have that. So boom, there's your memory right there. We also see we don't have any memory tamers. You can fit the new mat from the structure deck if you want to, but this is your main tamer you want to see. There are times like if you see the map, boom, you can play it early for 4, whatever. But with the amount of space we have for this deck here, it is very, very tight. We need these options in here. We need these analog use because they're actually a lot more important than a mat. There you go. You can figure it out. But if you want to trim down the analogs to like 3 or 2, whatever, totally up to you. You can fit in some memory tamers in here, of course. But we got the Mind Link ability right here. Basically, you're just going to take this on the field and slap it under a Digimon, and then you're going to go right here for the inheritables. So this is where you get your blocker and alliance. So when you get your level 6 here, you're going to swing, tap. While it's tapped, you're going to tap something down for alliance, gain 2 checks, and whatever DP you tap with, and you get the Digimon. Then you go for the restand, you swing again, tap something down with this effect again, get another 2 checks. That's where the OTK comes in. Or you can be defensive and you can have blocker. Because it has all turns. Could be your end of the turn or your opponent's end of the turn. You get to take this tamer from this Digivolution Source, put it back to your field. You're going to be doing this a lot in the early game if you're just doing some small chip damage with going to hell, or if you even do level 4s, whatever. But yeah, if you're going up against someone that has Death X as well, if like you're going to game 2 or game 3, whatever, probably don't put this out in your on the field because you're just giving them the 3 extra memory to play around with this card. So there are fundamentals when to play this out from your Digimon and when not to. Look at analog use right here. It's a nice 2-cost tamer. It fits well with this deck for what it wants to do. Field top 3 cards to your deck. Add 1 Digimon card from among them. Trash the rest. So what we want to do is trash. Basically, we're going to pick up one Digimon we need for getting into the combo and then putting your big combo pieces in trash as well. And if you see 3 Gatomons with this thing, that's the lottery ticket right there for you. Boom, all 3 have been in there. You don't have to worry about trashing other cards. Then, when one of your level 5 or higher Digimon with Digivolution cards is deleted, you may suspend this tamer, gain 1 memory, and then hatch an egg. So this is going to pair well with our Hells. because we're going to have its sources. We're going to delete this, draw 2 cards, then we tap our Tamers, gain X memory, and go ahead and hatch. So when we draw in cards, gaining memory and hatching, we can go ahead and put this in the back here, wait for the next turn to pop out, and then we just win the game. That's that simple. Then we got 4 Wisdom trainings right here. We don't need, you know, purple mem boost anymore. This is basically enough to real top 2 cards of your deck and just pick a purple card. Easy. The only card this hits is Analog and Chimera. That's a bummer, but it is what it is. It finds also everything else. And then when we're going ahead and using this delay effect, one of our Digimon to a purple Digimon, reduce the Digivolution cost by 2. Easy. You can't stack with these, so you have to use it one at a time going up the evolution line. So if you are heavily choked at 1, you're pushed out here, you'll gain 1 memory with the EG. Use the delay effect, go into your level 4, which would be Lugarmon or Fangmon for nothing. And then if you got another one in the field for 1 memory, go into Hell Lugarmon, do your shenanigans, whatever, or Soul Lugarmon. Do your thing is gain more memory by spitting bodies out to gain that memory back. You're basically net gaining with this if you have multiple of these, of course. And then you go from there. Then we got the sweet one of, and I like how they did with the 1 here now. This is new. The previous video, they didn't have this, but I guess this is what they're doing now to make sure to let you know you can only play this at 1. So we got Call into Darkness here. 1 memory, delete one of your Digimon. I keep saying opponents, it's not that broken. Delete one of your Digimon. Then return 2 purple Digimon cards from your trash to hand. It is busted. If we had this at 4, this deck would be insane right now. But we have it at 1. If you don't have a Digimon on the field per se, you can still pick up 2 cards from your trash because it is an X. You don't need to have to do X to do Y. There are multiple cards out there right now. You just do as much as you can. So we can fulfill X to do Y, or we can fail to do X, but we can still do Y. So that's that card for y'all. And it goes in your hand if it hits in your security. Then lastly, to round up the deck, we have 2 Miss Mem boosts right here. This is the better Mem boost you want to play as well. By trashing 2 cards, draw a card. Basically anything you trash, it is what it is. It can't be anything worse. If you do trash 2 Death X's, that kind of sucks because the only way you're going to get that card back is with a calling. But, like if Chimera goes, that is what it is. We don't really need it, like I said, to win games with it. So if we trash a Chimeramon with it, it ain't the end of the world. If we do trash the Death X's, it's still not the end of the world, but it does kind of suck if you're going against the go wide matchups and you kind of need it, then you're forced to look for your callings. But, this is basically the whole deck. Talk about the combo segment here. So we're going to come back up here. So the main combo you want to do with here is have you Lugamons right here with your Bowmon. You're going to push this bad boy out. Gain the 1 memory by taking the EG from your hand or trash. Slot it right in. Go into immediate level 4. Preferably the Lugarmon right here. You're going to Digivolve. You can swing with this if you want to by trashing 1 card in your hand. If you got the Tamer, you gain a memory. Use your egg effect. It is not once per turn, so you can go ahead and trash 1 of your level 5s. Basically begin this level 5, jump into this guy right here, activate when Digivolving. You're going to spit out a level 4 because we have the Tamer in sources. You're going to gain 2 memory off this because these 2 inheritables will go off. And then you won't get the win attacking effect right here though. So we'll have to have another card, which is going to be your Fangmon right here. You have in trash here too. So once you fulfill this, you're going to be playing out that Fangmon on play effect. You're going to ditch this card. Once you ditch this card, your egg is going to trigger off and go into this. Once you go into this bad boy, you're going to play out all your Gatomons if you got them in there to restand to activate this guy's inheritable. Then when swinging, you're going to use your Tamer to tap something down, whether it be an extra Gatomon or any of your other level 3s you have previously out in the field too. You're going to go ahead and suspend those, gain Alliance, get 2 checks. Let's say if you do use the Gatomon here, you'll get plus 6,000. So it'll be 18k, 2 checks. That's basically jamming because no Digimon's going to be that big. Unless you hit a removal spell, which will be your worst nightmare, by the way. But if we don't hit anything, you're going to do that twice, no security. Boom. And then you swing with your last Gatomon for game. Now, another way you can combo off if you don't have this rookie is just with this rookie. So what you'll go ahead and do, you push this out, right? You're going to Digivolve into Garmon with the Dracmon. When attacking with this, trash 1, draw 1. If you got the Tamer, gain a memory. That doesn't matter at this point. So now what you're going to do, you're going to have these both inheritables trick off. So you're going to trash a card. You'll trash Soul or whatever. Trashing Soul. You go into this. Because you'll have your trigger when attacking. You go into your Soul. Do your things, whatever. Play something else out. Trash another card. And then you can trigger this egg right here and go into your level 6. So there's 2 ways right there. Dracmon, you're going to this Lugarmon, the Soul, and then Fenriloogamon, all just when attacking. And that's really it. And then if you're budget heavy and you don't want to do Death X's, you can run the Omnizorts right here. I probably wouldn't put it as a 2 of, because it is a white Digimon. Once this card is trash, there's absolutely nothing you can do to get it back. But since you do gain a lot of memory, this is for 6. We can get there. Excuse me. When Digivolving, trash top 3 cards your deck. Play 2 black or purple Digimon cards with play cost 8 or less for free. Now, if it's still your turn, when attacking, you can return to level 6 to your hand to delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon as a play cost 12 or less. That's irrelevant. Because if you're able to do this, if you have it, and if you have to in budget, whatever, you go to 0 with this. Or if you have another stack, that's Fenriloogamon, you go into this, there are like 2 memory. Guess what? It's still your turn. You could just swing with these guys. So it can happen, but Death X is just obviously better. It's just, you know, if you have the money for it, because right now it's just only going to go up with the more Commandramon players playing around, and then this is just going to get higher and higher and higher because it's going to meet the standard of checking the decks that go wide. But I don't want to keep talking about this video too long. I don't want to get past like 25-30 minutes, of course. But what do you guys think of the deck? What can be added? What cannot? What can be taken out? This deck to me looks pretty solid, and I'm going to try to build towards this as well. I may or may not play with the Cameramon. I might just go into the Fangmon right here. But again, this card is like, you know, a win condition in itself if you got it in hand, if you do need it. So if you do want to play with it, cool. If you don't want to play with it, it's not the end of the world. But like if you do, it will probably show when you need that win con piece, you don't have it, and you wish you had this card. So it may be like you have to play with this card. But be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.